Welcome back to my series where I'm telling you guys how to get on vacation this year. This is video number 2. If you didn't already, make sure you check out video number 1. Otherwise, we're gonna jump right into this one. Now that you've signed up for all your email offers, you need to decide where do you wanna go? Like, so many offers are just flooding your inbox. Like, which one do you wanna take? So here are my 3 things that I want to put out there to keep in mind for when you're deciding where to go on vacation. So the first thing you obviously need to consider is the price. You know, like, can I afford to go here? Even if I can afford to go there, how much am I gonna spend while I'm actually there? Versus, you know, do you want an all-inclusive where you've already spent all the money you need to spend, and then it's just like if you want to get souvenirs or something like that? What kind of budget are you looking to have? And that will help you kind of decide which place you want to go. If you go to Vegas, like, yes, it's a cheap vacation, but like, how much do I need to spend on food? If I'm going to New York City, things are a little more expensive food-wise. Another reason I love places like New York City and Vegas is because it's mostly walking. So once you're there, you don't need to be paying for cabs and things like this, unless you want to. But the majority of things are like all on the Strip or all on Fremont Street in Vegas. Or in New York City, you're gonna be spending most of your time in Midtown, is where most of the big attractions are. So mostly wanna walk, or you could take the subway, which is only like $2.50 each ride, versus some other cities you need to go like 20 minutes this way, you need to rent a car, it's gonna be $100 to get from the airport to where you're trying to go. Like, all these costs are things that come to mind. So just kind of break down your stay on what kind of costs you're going to need to do, and then that way you have a better idea of what you can afford with your budget. The second thing I'm going to want you to consider is, what kind of vacation do you want to do? Like, do you want an adventure? Do you want like history? Do you want a food vacation? There's all kinds of vacations you could take. I'll link to this video. It's like 7 vacations I think every girl should take because they're so much fun, but you could check that out to give you ideas. Otherwise, here's some of the main ones that you may fall into. This vacation is all about eating. You just want to experience all the amazing food that there is in this city. Maybe it's pizza, maybe it's like steaks, maybe it's like really good seafood. So all these things are going to come into play. If you go, again, somewhere like Vegas or New York City, you'll be able to experience them all in one place. But otherwise, if you go to a different city, maybe you only want seafood. So maybe you want to go to like Hawaii or like an island or Florida where they get fresh fish every day. Or if you want steak, maybe you want to go to somewhere, you know, in Washington State or Oregon or something where they have cattle farms and they're raising buffalo like fresh off the farm, and you get to eat it farm to table kind of thing. In terms of food, like, where can you get the kind of food that you want? Because that would be a great place to travel. Next up is adventure travel. So you're the kind of person who wants to go zip lining and go whitewater rafting and check out a jungle and, you know, go into the mountains, see the petrified forest, all sorts of different adventures. Maybe you want to go shoot guns and go off on dune buggies. So what kind of destination works for you that you can kind of see a bunch of things and do a lot of excursions all in the same trip? Another kind of trip is that relaxation trip where you just want to go somewhere and sit there and not talk to anyone. You just want to be at the pool, relax. So maybe they have a spa, or maybe they have like a sauna, you know, like chill things. They have good massages there. So there's a lot of ways that you can relax without just like sitting around somewhere, but there's different ways to indulge and enjoy yourself. Maybe they have a hot springs in the area, things like that. Maybe that's the kind of trip that you want to take. Then you have your history trips where you want to walk around a city and really get to know the vibe of the city, the history, how it was founded. Thinking about New York City, did you know that there is gold underneath Wall Street? I didn't know that until I was living there, and I actually got to see it firsthand. So these are the kinds of things you could do in that kind of city where there's so much history, because it's one of the older cities in the United States. So you can really see a lot of history in a short time because there is so many landmarks around. Or maybe you want more of an immersive history experience, like, you know, the Battle of Gettysburg or Salem with the witch trials and everything. And going back to video number 1, you could even sign up for their email addresses so that you get those notices for different experiences that they have going on throughout the year that you can jump on for cheap. And then the third major thing that goes into your decision where you want to go is, how much time can you get off? Like, if you're going on an all-inclusive vacation for 2 days it's kind of tight because by the time you get there, check in, you're gonna have to be checking out because, for example, in Mexico or somewhere like Dominican Republic, it's gonna take you like 3 hours to fly there. So even if you go there in the morning and you get to the resort at like 8 o'clock, you're not gonna be able to check in until like 3, and then you'll, you know, have the whole day and everything, but then you have to check out early the next day because the reality is you have to take a shuttle to get back to the airport, and most of the shuttles are leaving by like 3 o'clock, even if you're taking a night trip. It's not like they just bring you there an hour before. You have to get there like so much time before because of customs and everything. So 2 days at all-inclusive wouldn't really be worth it, but 4 days would probably be worth it. But if you do 2 days in a city like New York or 2 days in Vegas, that's going to be so much time. You're going to be so tired of the city by the end of it because you were able to do so many things in a short period of time that it will feel like it was worth it for the night to stay there because there's so much to do in that city. You literally walk into things everywhere. Same in Vegas. People even say they can't do more than a weekend in Vegas because they go so hard. So those are the kind of places where you can do like 48-hour trips and have a great time. I'll talk a little bit more about how to budget your time and get more time off work and take advantage of holidays and things a little later in the series. But today I just wanted to help you come up with ideas of places that you would want to go and more email lists for you to sign up for. So I hope I helped you out, and make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow because this video is going to change your travel life because I'm teaching you how to budget for your vacation. All right, guys. Let me know in the comments where you want to go, and if you want any more travel tips for maybe some places you want to go, I could possibly make videos about them after this series. So feel free to tell me anything you want to tell me, and I will see you in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.